Aquarius, and welcome back to your extended. So, let's just kind of go back and do a little, what do they call that? Not reframe. Yeah, do a little reframe. Let's just call it that. That's what it wants to be. So, I'm loving this because as you have stuck the landing, right? There is this moment where you are being presented with kind of like an award for your achievement. Because what I'm seeing here is with this world card, and I want to say that it has something to do with this justice energy. There's something here about how that anointment, right, is turning into a reward for you. So it's like as you've kind of, your feet have settled into the ground. Oh, hi Luna. Luna has come into the room. One second, let me just close the door real quick. Okay, so as you have come into that space, it's like you are being given this crown, right? This crown of laurel wreath, if you will, right? You're being donned as kind of like the victor of this incredible feat that you have pulled off. So it's like not only were you supported and anointed by the universe, by everything that is, you're also being rewarded for having faith and for kind of like following. Well, what it's referring to is like, even when things kind of look really scary, like this looks really scary, you're gonna have to jump off this tower, you know? It's like you're being rewarded for knowing that everything is going to be okay. You're going to be fine. You're going to land on your feet. It's like that now is coming to you as an award. And it might be simply the knowing that anything that you try to achieve, anything that you set your mind to, you know, you made a goal for yourself, and you get to that point, it's like, it's almost like that's what the reward is. The reward is the satisfaction and knowing that you can do it. That's what this is talking about. It's satisfaction in knowing that you can actually achieve all the things that you want to achieve. That's gorgeous. I love that. So, I was about to call you Aries. You're not Aries, you're Aquarius. So, Aquarius, we're starting your second row here with this energy, with the Five of Swords. So, okay, hang on, let me just drop into this. So this Five of Swords is coming through as those ones that are standing around the base of the tower. The ones that are standing around the base of the tower, they're waiting for your launch, right? They are presenting themselves as the Five of Swords, which comes through as an energy of like mental distortion is what it is. So what it means is that, you know, their mind is split, and that could be presenting in their lives as multiple different things. You know, maybe some people are trying to make a decision, but they're split between two different choices, right? So they're kind of in a space where it's almost like they are needing guidance. They're not able to reach it on their own because their own mental space is it's consumed by the it's coming through as like either like the pros or cons of different scenarios that they find themselves in. So these are the ones that are sitting around the base of this tower that you're launching yourself off of. They're waiting for your launch, right? And so it seems almost like as they've been sitting here, because it does have a feeling of kind of like a Four of Cups, where it's like you're sitting, waiting in meditation, waiting for answers to come to you. It's like as they're sitting there waiting for your launch, it's like they're sinking further and further into this Five of Swords energy, which is kind of what I was touching on earlier about how they're in disbelief. It's like it's gotten so far, it's been so long that it's like they never thought that you would do it. And so it's like that energy of it in of itself is what's splitting their thoughts about if you're going to jump or not. Are you going to jump? Are you going to launch yourself? So this is kind of this presenting itself as like a previous moment. You might be in this stage, and you know, the first half of the reading was kind of like a where you will be finding yourself. So wherever you are at in the timeline of this reading, you know, this is where the audience, if you will, the ones that are at the base of the tower. And what's crazy here is here you are, and that's why I'm saying that this is like a previous moment. Here you are at the top of the tower in the Two of Wands. You're at the top of the tower. What I've noticed here, what's been pointed out to me, is that, you know, your robes here are blue. And when you get anointed by this justice, your robes are red. So previously, you might have found yourself also, right? Also in this Five of Swords energy. Also in a space of, am I going to do this? Am I not going to do this? Am I going to do this? Am I not going to do this? Like that back and forth splitting of your energy. And what it's caused is, it's like there's a part of you that feels like it might not be worth it. Because this red and blue thing, and I think I brought that up in the first half of the reading. It was kind of, I remember I said the word matrix. It's bringing up that idea of like the red pill and the blue pill. So the space that you were in previously, or where you find yourself now, is kind of in this blue pill space. And if you've seen the Matrix, you know that the blue pill essentially represents the not wanting to look at the truth, not basically wanting to stay in a space of ignorance is bliss, which makes sense because that's kind of what's on the back of your mind here. You know, behind you is the Ten of Cups. It's kind of like that's what's on in the back of your mind, especially with the five. The Five of Swords is always very mental. In the back of your mind, you're kind of in a space where it's like, you know, ignorance is bliss. Like, as long as I don't, you know what my true, okay, this is great. As long as I don't know what my true potential is, then I won't have to jump from this tower. I won't have to face the fear of, that's interesting, this is interesting. This is a fear of success. I won't have to face the fear of my success. Ignorance is bliss. That's kind of where you're at, telling yourself that. But that frame of mind, however, it does not belong to this new world. It does not belong to this new world, this new place that you're going to. So what's being shown to me here is that thought process, that the framing of, you know, ignorance is bliss, if I just kind of not really look at it, if I don't accept, you know, they describe the red pill as kind of like, it can be described as a harsh truth, the truth of reality, the truth of the universal. This is a universal truth of the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is that you are, oh my God, this is extraordinary. The reality of the situation is that you are meant to be successful. You are meant to see the Six of Wands, not the examples, but like you're meant to see the rewards. You're meant to reap the rewards of your success. And by kind of staying in this fear of your success, you're not jumping, right? You're not jumping from the tower. What's great here, though, is that you're kind of leaving this behind. Because as you are anointed, right, by the justice, your robes have, it's like your robes have been taken off and being replaced with the red. So it's like you're being given the choice. There's kind of like a choice. That's what this Five of Swords is talking about. It's like you're being given to the choice of taking the red pill or the blue pill. And when you take that red pill, right, and you take that leap and you launch yourself into the new world, what's being left behind is the blue pill. And the blue pill seems to me that it encompasses the idea of ignorance is bliss, and that if you don't actually see the kind of like the end goal, the success, all of the things that you could achieve, you don't have to experience the fear that comes along with that. And you know what they say about fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. And that's what this blue pill is. The blue pill is a false reality. And when you jump and when you leap into this new space, you're accepting reality as the truth of reality. And that truth for you is that you're meant to be successful. You are meant to be, you're meant to stand out. You're meant to stand out from the crowd. You're meant to stand out. That's what this is referring to. You're meant to be looked up at, and it's not in an egotistical way. It's coming through as like, you're meant to be a leader. You're meant to be that. And it does feel like the work that you've done so far, the work that you've done to kind of get to the top of this tower, right before you end up launching yourself, you have found a little bit of success in that arena for yourself. Because you're coming up once again with the Six of Wands. Yes, Six of Wands. And, he's wearing this blue fabric, if you will. You see the differences between the two, you know? So there is a semblance of success here. You are receiving kind of like, it's coming through as like a little taste test. You are receiving a little taste test of success. You know, it is triggering a little bit of fear, and that's kind of what keeps you in this space, right? Where it's like, okay, well, I am getting somewhere. You know, it's not necessarily the pinnacle, right? The pinnacle of the top of what it could be, but you're having some success. But what this is referring to is that is infantile, especially with this infant here. It's like your energies, you know, your masculine, your feminine, all of the energies that encompass you, all of the others as well, especially with the 10 of cups talks about the fulfillment with you and other people. So all of the emotional support, it's coming through as like the emotional support. So the encouragement that you've been receiving from others, those types of things, like people watching you, you have gained some type of, you know, audience that is around the tower, if you will. They're, and also the ones that have kind of laid the foundation for you as well. It's like you are getting a little bit of success from that, but it's infantile. It's like if this infant here is to represent the container, if you will, of what you're launching yourself to, it hasn't grown as much as you think it has. There's a lot more growing that can happen here. Like this infant is eventually going to become an adult. You know what I mean? So it's like it's only at the beginning stages. And so right now, in this point in time for you, Aquarius, this launch is what's going to give your infant, your startup, if it's like a business for you, something along those lines, whatever you're trying to succeed at, or whatever you're putting your energy into. It could even actually be like an actual child, but it's like that's what's going to, this leap for you is what's going to give this infant a growth spurt. It's going to give it a growth spurt, and it's going to expand and get bigger, and it's eventually going to become like an adult version of what it used to be. It's like this is kind of like, this is representing child's play is what I'm hearing. This is representing the child's play, the infant version, it could just be so much more. It could be so much more. It could be this Six of Wands. It can be a lot bigger, a lot bigger. But this fear of success for you, this wanting to stay in a ignorance is bliss type of thing. But the thing is that that's the thing. It's like at the top of this tower, both of these possibilities exist. Both of these possibilities exist at the top of the tower. So there is knowledge that it could be so much bigger than what it is currently. It's there. You know it. That's why you're in this Five of Swords. And it's also kind of like why, you know, if there's people around you that are supporting you and following you and all of those things, you know, they were presenting as the Five of Swords as well. So it's like, it's almost like your energy is affecting the ones that are down there, the ones that are supporting you, because they can't, it's like they can't endlessly give you the support. This, like they can't do it for you is what it's referring to. So that's why you are also, that's why they're in the Five of Swords, and that's kind of like why you are also in the Five of Swords. So in order to get out of the Five of Swords, you got to accept that you have to accept it. You accept your success. Accept that you are meant for more and that you are far greater than like where you place yourself. It's like you're placing yourself in a position that is, oh, it's just not meant for you. You're meant for more, you know, and it's like everybody else knows it too. But they've been waiting for so long for you to launch yourself that they've kind of, in a little sense, you know, the disbelief, there's something here about like they're losing hope. There's something in that. It's almost like as they kind of go into the Five of Swords, it's almost like that. This is interesting. It's like this energy of your supporters is kind of what is triggering this. It's like you can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel all of this stuff at the top of the tower. Well, because you know you've got a higher perspective. You can see everything. You can see what they're doing down there at the bottom of the tower, at the foundation. So when you launch yourself, you know, you're leaving all of that behind. You're leaving that behind and you're just going. It's like it's almost like they're acting, the silence, they're acting as like a trigger. It's almost like they're acting as a trigger for you. In a sense of, because you are a leader, you are meant to stand out amongst the rest. You don't want to let them down. So there's an interesting dynamic here that's happening with your not wanting, your what do you call that? That your feeling of not wanting to let others down, not wanting to let yourself down, is overriding your fear of success. And then it's gorgeous. And then you are immediately put into this Three of Pentacles, which of course talks about collaboration. It seems like once you land, once you stick that landing and you find yourself at the foundation with all of the others, you're going to look around and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, all of these people here, they've been waiting for them. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. They've been waiting for you because there is a collaboration that wants to happen between you and all of these other people, as well as this universal energy. Oh my God, this is absolutely stunning. You see the similarities in this, don't you? It's like you're going to, because you've been anointed at the top of this tower, it's like you're going to be kind of like the channel, if you will, because I'm seeing this this is so beautiful. You're going to be the channel for this universal like order. It's like it's coming through you. So it is talking about an equal collaboration, but with you being at the center, you being the leader, them following, them listening, all of that. You know, you have the plan. You know where to go. They've been waiting. Didn't I say that? They've been waiting for guidance. And now they're going to be your grand collaborators. I love this. This is so stunningly beautiful, Aquarius. I'm super excited for you. All right, so thank you so much for watching. And if you would like to have a personal reading with me, check out the description box and you can see how to contact me and all that jazz. All right, I'll see you later.